this is where I'm at the moment. These are the various bits and pieces that I've reworked and made. These are the two new foot plates that I've done. They're just a piece of 100 by 12 mil mild steel flat bar. They've just been drilled. 8 mil countersunk stainless bolts will be going in here. That'll fix it up to the original foot mounting on the bottom of the Chinese mini lathe. It just gives me a wider platform. When I do have it in position, it gives me a mounting position that I can use and bolt through the front of this steel rail on my bench. So, you know, ideal for me. May not be what everyone wants, but they're done and painted. The new foot plate with the new locking plate is done. There's the old foot plate and the old locking plate for reference between the two. Tailstock here, all finished off and ready to go. All those various issues that we've just covered corrected. This is the old hand wheel, the old plastic hand wheel that came with the Chinese mini lathe, and this is a new chrome cast hand wheel that I bought on eBay. It was only a few bucks, and it didn't come with a handle. This handle I bought on eBay as well. Once again, it was only a few bucks. All I had to do was drill and tap an 8mm hole, because it has an 8mm thread on it here to fit it in. There was already a flat boss on there to be able to do that, and I had to bore the center. You know, there was a hole already in the center. I just had to enlarge it slightly so that it fitted onto the back of the tailstock. So that's the final finished foot plate, and it started off life as a piece of 100 by 12 mild steel flat bar. This piece that's mounted on top of here that is used to lock the tailstock in position was just an offcut that I had. I just milled it down to suit what I wanted. It's held in position with two countersunk 6mm stainless bolts. The hole that goes through the center is obviously for the locking pin from the locking lever, the original setup. This bolt here, it coincides with the original bolt hole here, and it's so that you can fix the foot plate to the tailstock before you sort of put it, just to keep the foot plate on the tailstock while it's mounted together. And these two additional holes on the side they're for the tailstock lock that I devised for it. The original lock that they had is just a piece of flat steel with a slot in it, and it used to flounder around under there. Whenever you remove whenever you would draw the tailstock out, this would spin and flounder around it. It made it very hard to put the tailstock back in easily. It used to just get caught on everything. It was just a super pain in the very little contact. You had to have it up quite tight before it would actually positively lock the tailstock. I felt that it was very subpar and quite an easy piece to replace in the grand scheme of things while I was working on these. You can see this is just made up of two different pieces of flat bar that are then screwed together, bolted together. Two 6mm countersunk stainless steel bolts. The base piece is looks like it's about 40 by 8, and the piece on top is it's about 28 there by 9, so it probably started off as 10mm, so it was probably, I don't know, 30 by 10 or something. And that's just a little shim I've made on the front, so that when it's mounted and done up tight, you can do this front up tight, and it spaces it slightly off the underside of the lathe bed, and then allows either the center bolt that works on the lever handle to pull up through the center, and you have this entire area of contact then to lock it, and it has no flex, so it works extremely well. And if you are using the tailstock to hold something quite substantial, you can then just nip up the back bolt on here, and mate, it ain't moving anywhere then. It also, these two bolts locate it completely parallel in position with the tailstock, so once this is on, it's quite easy to slide the tailstock in and out. This doesn't move around, and it makes adding and removing the tailstock extremely easy, and it's also a very positive locking device. So I'll put all this together and show you how it looks when it's all finished up. So I might assemble all this and see how it all shapes up. And there you have it. That's the completed tailstock assembly, complete with new footplate, new lock, all the different bits and pieces cleaned up and tidied up, new handle. Ugh. So you can see we've got a very positive lock here now. Slight push forward on that, and mate, it's completely locked. There's no dramas with that. And if for some reason that is a bit of a problem, it's just a matter of nipping up this bolt on the end here, and you can see it goes off and on very easily, no difficulty at all. This doesn't flail around like this original piece of crap did on the end and jammed up and stopped you from sliding it on and off. So yeah, which is what you want, because the tailstock's always coming on and off. So you can see very successful modifications, improvements on many levels. Hopefully this will give me a tailstock that is a pleasure to use and also quite accurate and suitable for the jobs it will be doing. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you like my content. I'll see you on the next one. Oh, that's nice. So nice.